And if I'm honest with you, I think I've had suicidal thoughts twice this year. And tell others to say, no, he didn't want school anymore. You know what I'm trying to say?
My name is Natasha, Mr. Shaba, and today we're actually going to turn things upside down. I'm here with the representative, the presenter, the founder, Alibo Mengube. Thank you so much for joining us on your own show.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so like I say, today we're turning things upside down. We want to find out, Alibonge, we heard that you're leaving Zambia. We want to find out, is there a wife that you left at home, a baby? Why are you going away?
A lot of things.
Okay.
A lot of things. I know there have been a lot of rumors, a lot of texts, but now I think it's high time today I speak out about it, so that I don't want to see anyone texting me again, anything. They have to watch this video, and then I'm going to explain everything.
Yeah, so like you were saying, there are a lot of rumors going around.
Yeah.
Like the one that I heard is that you impregnated someone back home. So now you have to rush and take care of your family. Can you actually go on and elaborate? Like, why are you really leaving Zambia?
Okay. There are a lot of stuff. But some of which, of course, which I wouldn't want to speak on social media.
Yeah.
But there are just few of things that I can speak about.
Yeah.
Is I'm sure you will understand also, because I also have to protect a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, for instance, this thing didn't just start like in August, like many people think it did. It's been ongoing.
Yeah.
I know we have a lot of conversation, especially me and you. You knew I once mentioned it a long time. So this is the thing. Okay, this is how it started. For example, it started with the mates issue.
Yeah.
Right. There were other stuff, yes, but as I mentioned that I won't speak about other things. Yeah. So the part of the thing that I have a problem with mates issue, right? Because it's a situation whereby you write Cambridge mates, and then you pass it, celebration at home, and then 5 months later, the mates that you passed, you failed it. I don't know if it makes sense to any viewer, but this is the situation that happened. And then, like, how do you explain it to the family, to say that mates that we're celebrating that we passed, we've now failed it 5 months later. You know what I'm trying to say? So from that moment, for me, I knew that there's no turning back. I just knew there's no turning back. And it was a weird situation because, for example, when the rumor goes around to say no, the mess, that mess that you passed, you have now failed it. I visit the Cambridge guy, right? I speak with the Cambridge guy. The Cambridge guy is like, no, you know. And for me, it's more like they increased the, what do you call this? They increased the, from, let's say I got a 59 in Cambridge, mate.
Yeah.
Right. And then now it starts from 60, and it's 1 mark.
That is terrible.
You know what I'm trying to say? So then now when I go to the guy, then the guy tells me, said, no, you know what? This cannot affect you. You are in the old curriculum, it can't affect you. Right? And then he says to me, if it's anything, you have to take this to NMCZ. Fine. Then I take my certificate, then I come back. All right. Then I had to, you have to go through a lot of people.
Yeah.
Go through a lot of people. I don't want to sound bitter or anything, but then I had to go and see a certain lecture. That lecture was like, no, there can never be a situation whereby like you passed medicine 5 months ago, then you failed it again. Then she was like, she directed me to the lady that is in charge right now. I hope you understand what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
The person that I'm talking about. Yeah. And then, for me, you know me like, I'm a fighter.
Yeah, that is true.
I'm a fighter, especially when someone stands on my way. I'm a fighter. So the lady, I remember the day when I got in the office. The lady, she's this person that is known to be a disciplinarian. Right? But that time I didn't want to get anything. I just wanted to test blood. Yeah. And then she says to me, we talk, and then we try to call that guy, the Cambridge guy that I'm from.
Yes.
The guy is speaking a different language from what he told me.
So he changed the story
he changed the story. He's now saying, no, this is a new thing. But he told me it's an old thing, right? And then he kept on saying, no, you should contact a certain person. And then from that moment, the whole thing was done. And then like, there are other stuff. You know, like for me, like I could afford. You know, I could.
Yeah.
I could afford for this situation, for this dream to continue. But I couldn't, because we also, me and the parents, we also had a responsibility that we were supposed to also, you know, but they were not the major, because everyone faces those responsibilities. They have problems with those responsibilities where we are, you know. So at the same time, I saw that there is nothing to fight for. And now it went to a situation whereby like, it's like I have to go backwards, right? When I go backwards, I have a situation whereby like I have to write mock and write mates, and then it means I have to pass all those things. But if I miss out, I have to go back maybe 1 year, maybe 2 years. I'm turning 24 in December. There's no more time. So that's what happened. And of course, as I said, there are a lot of things that are around that, you know, but I cannot go through them. This one I could at least. Yeah.
So after you made that decision, how did your family back home take it? Like, was it them who actually proposed, like, you should just leave, or was it your own decision making for you to actually leave school and everything?
I don't want it to get too emotional, but I will try to hold myself. Okay. Chantel, the thing is, I'm the one, because you know, like at this age right now, I have to have the eye, to have the understanding where I'm from also, and see the pros and cons, and see where this can take us to. You know, I know what we can do and what we can't do, when we can't afford to go back.
Yeah.
And the way when we go back, we have a chance of going back again, which I don't think it can. And I have the little ones that are following me also. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? So at some point, I also felt like I made a decision, a good decision in the sense for me and for my younger ones. Because from all what I could do here and get from the parents, now it has to translate to my younger ones. You know what I'm trying to say? Yes. Because for me, I always felt that life can never throw me away. Opportunities will always come for me personally.
That is true.
I'm a firm believer of that. So I told them, I knew it was not going to be easy, because me, I went through it for 2 months before we were writing exam. 2 months. You know what I'm trying to say? And I know, like, I'm going to confirm this. I've never told anyone. Maybe, you know, it's one-to-one TV, so I'm going to confirm to people. Now that I have the understanding about mental health, I've had a lot of it, especially this year. And if I'm honest with you, I think I've had suicidal thoughts twice this year. Not just about this, a lot. Like for me personally, it's been a hard year. You know, like I've been laughing at some point when I remember last year, the other year. A lot of things were positive to me. Like I remember even one of my aunties, she even texted me yesterday. That year she was like, Ali, and surprise, one of it was mates, because they always knew I wasn't good in it. And then after I passed mates, she was like, Ali, this year has been so good. Everything is just flowing for you. May the Lord protect you. But this year is a different one.
Yeah.
It's a different one.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's seasons, and you can't always be up, you can't always be down. So the moral of the story is, even if you're going through some things right now, there is a time when you're going to rise up from all these challenges, and you're going to be talking about them, you know, actually encouraging other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In addition to that, you know, like, for me, it was a disappointment, especially in days my family, right? You know, like, family's father side and I'm sure they call it the extended family. So my disappointment was maybe 14, maybe 15 out of 60 or more than. They are the ones that people that I went in contact with when I was in Zambia. You know what I'm trying to say? Maybe they are the people that could also understand the situations that I was going through while I'm in Zambia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So, but the other what call this 15 minus 60, those other ones, they are the ones now that are the cheerleaders of going around saying Ali refused school. You know what I'm trying to say? I mean, someone doesn't even have my number.
Yeah.
They are now the ones speaking about the thing. Like, that's the whole thing. I will feel sorry for some people, let's say, like that are in Zimbabwe. You know what I'm trying to say? Because they are the ones that would be, maybe they do, we don't talk because maybe of data or anything. They hate from other people. That those people, they don't even talk to me. They never even said hi while I was in Zambia. Then they are the people that will go there and tell others to say, no, he didn't want school anymore. You know what I'm trying to say? And then like I felt that I was carrying the whole world on my shoulders. You know what I'm trying to say? If I'm carrying the whole world on my shoulders, I need the people that are on my side, on my channel, to say, you can't do this, you can't do this. You know what I'm trying to say? And then it's easy for me to care. Whether it's too hard, I can manage, you know. But the people that were around me, even everyone, the whole family, it's like everyone is pointing at me. You can't do this. You can't do it. It's like they're pointing at me. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's where it also led to situation of stress, depression, and that's why from that moment then it leads to suicidal thoughts. Yeah. If I'm honest, if I got something that maybe a pill that was easy, I could have done it. I could have done it because I would feel so lonely, not because I don't have people, but because people are poking me. You know what I'm trying to say? So this was the situation. I felt so let down by the other parts of the family members. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
For these ones 15, the 16, I know they understood the situation. It wasn't easy for them. I was so sorry for them also. But we had to do it.
Yeah,
we had to tick that box. In relation to, for example, like from the past topic that you're talking about, me leaving Zambia, I could cause a lot of problems because of how other people that are incompetent in their jobs around Korea Academy. But I call it incompetent because, for example, when I was told by someone to say, no, this thing has always been there, to say it has to start from 60. The person that told you was misinformed. So I was like, if the person that was if the person is misinformed and tells, let's say, students the wrong thing, he's incompetent in his job. I'm sorry, I don't care who is it, but you are incompetent in your job. Look how many people you cost. Look, it's not just about Ali. It's not about. I have my friends that were supposed to write here. You know what I'm trying to say? That is, they're supposed to write here in October. You go there on the day of writing, they tell you never registered. But the parents sent money and all those kind of stuff. For a record, I can speak about the guy from Cambridge there. He goes behind me because now they're like posting, say, no, I maybe can write next year 2024 in May, and write next day. Why do I have to write mock at the same time? You know what I'm trying to say? He writes there, mates, and then he tells my parents to say the deadline is today and it's in September. Why is the exam that is supposed to be written in October, and then the deadline for the exam in May is already in September?
Yeah.
So now the parent, they start to have, you know, like an older person will always an upper hand over me. So when he tells parents, it's more like the parents trust him. You know
more
what I'm
than
trying to
you.
say? Yeah. And then like I said, I told them, I said, I'm not doing this. It's either you trust me or you trust this person, because I know all what's going on. So I could have caused a lot of problems, because for me, I don't want to lie to you. I'm not someone who loses, but in this situation, because we also had a hand, we also had problems that I knew that even if we fight it and win it, but we still incur some other problems. So I don't want to have a problem. I'm not bitter. I actually like that. I like it. I like Korea Academy. I just wish them the best. For me, the only thing that touches me is to leave a family that I've had here. And, you know, like, I've always said that probably is this is my third home after Botswana and Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us, 1-to-1